Hi everyone, welcome to Vivi's Corner of the Internet. I'm Vivi, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how a school in Wisconsin has decided to let trans activists write up a sex ed curriculum for kindergartners. That's right. If you guys are not aware, which I'm sure all of you should be aware by now, trans activists are taking over the public school system and have been indoctrinating them with this sexual ideology, gender theory, and also critical race theory. But in this article over here on the Post Millennial, we're going to be talking about a sex ed curriculum. Trans activists behind new sex ed curriculum for Wisconsin kindergartners. In crafting their standards, committee members considered a number of sources, including the YouTube channel Amaze, which teaches kids about pornography, abortion, and sex. I do have that YouTube channel pulled up, and we'll go over that in a little bit. Let's get into this article here. Oh, take a look at this. This is what they're showing the children in school. This graphic right here, we have a girl and a boy dressed down to their underwear. And then over here, I'm glad that the Post Millennial censored this because next to the covered up, so to speak, children over here, they have graphics of the children naked and showing them all their parts, including private parts that they should not learn about until they're much older. But this is disgusting. The fact that these graphics are being shown to kindergartners, number one, is highly inappropriate and should not be done at the classroom whatsoever. Let's get into this. A public school district in Wisconsin has been teaching kindergartners about gender identity and sexual orientation, including genitalia, thanks in part to the efforts of a Planned Parenthood, of course, activist and a doctor who promotes the medicalized gender transitions of children. This doctor should have his or her medical license removed because they're undergoing with these gender transitions for children. Disgusting. According to the Daily Caller, the Wauwatosa School District just outside of Milwaukee proposed its new Human Growth and Development Curriculum revision in early August, with the proposal passing in a vote later that month. Kindergartners are taught about gender identity and expression as well as male and female anatomy through books like Sparkle Boy and Not All Processes Dress in Pink. This it makes me so irate because children are the most innocent beings in our society, and these adults, these pedophiles, they want to manipulate these children and normalize them to the fact that they want to normalize sexualization onto these children, and it's disgusting. They should not be anywhere near this type of content. In a PowerPoint slide obtained by the Daily Caller, which was the one I showed you earlier, the young students are reportedly asked to point out all these parts: penis, vulva, nipples, butts, and anuses of boys and girls. Ugh, it's disgusting. This new curriculum was approved in part by a committee comprised of external stakeholders as required by state and local laws and policies. The external committee for the district were tasked with choosing what group would be creating the human anatomy PowerPoint for these young students. In crafting their standards, committee members considered a number of sources, including the YouTube channel Amaze, which teaches kids about pornography, abortion, and sex. Let's take a look at that YouTube channel, shall we? All right. So this is the Amaze YouTube channel, and look at all these different YouTube videos that they have uploaded. Why do I smell down there? Why do children need to know about this? And notice how all of their thumbnails are cartoon-like and feature children, even though they did mention that this was directed to children, but they do it on purpose because what? Children love colors. Children love cartoons. They're going to be attracted to watching this type of content, especially if parents don't get involved and like watch what their children are doing, which is happening less and less nowadays, if you ask my opinion. But look at all this. Let's see. Condom negotiation. Why? This is highly inappropriate for children. Children don't need to be learning about any of this stuff. They don't need to learn from teachers. They would learn this from their parents and when they're older and of age to learn about this stuff. What is a circumcision? Period self-care. Like it goes on and on. It's disgusting. The external committee called for students to learn about gender and sex in mixed gendered groups instead of traditional classes split by gender, stating that this action would quote, refrains from marginalizing students that may self-identify as the alphabet community. Okay, so keep in mind all of these letters, LGBTQIA+, etc., all has to do with sexuality. Children know nothing about sexuality. They're not born with a sexual inclination to other children or to any sex. It's absurd. And let me say something. Parents that push this onto their children, my opinion, child abuse, should have their children taken away from them. My opinion. But anyways, Jesus. An executive summary of the curriculum states that while state statutes do not require parents to give permission for their child to sit through the instruction, they must allow an opt-out for parents. They shouldn't be teaching this stuff to children in the first place. The external committee consisted of a number of professionals and community members, including two of which who support the spread of gender ideology. Of course they do. Let me see here. According to the hospital's website, they offer a variety of gender-affirming procedures on teens starting at 16 years of age, including hormone therapies and surgical treatments. This gender-affirming quote-unquote terminology that they're using is what the left likes to use for double mastectomies and other surgeries that are done to children trying to transition them to the other sex, when in actuality what is happening to these children or teenagers, so to speak, they're going through gender dysmorphia. They're confused with everything that is going on with society, with all this gender ideology and sexuality being shoved in their faces. It's disgusting. They're confused. Children go through what what's the word I'm looking for? They go through phases in life. Some go through a goth phase, some go through a tomboy phase, some boys like playing with their sister's stuff. It's like that doesn't mean that you have to automatically transition them to the opposite sex. It's absurd. They will grow out of it. Me, for example, I'll take myself for example. I am a tomboy. Like, yes, I am very effeminate. I know I am a woman, which is a word that people don't like to say nowadays when it comes to this whole crazy gender ideology and sexual ideology. I grew up as a tomboy. I enjoyed mostly boy things. I loved watching wrestling when I was growing up. I enjoyed hanging out with the guys. I liked doing some sports outside. Like that was me. Like I wasn't really into the girly dresses and the color pink and stuff like that growing up. As I grew older, I grew out of it. I am still somewhat of a tomboy because I like that, but I mix it in with my feminine side as well. Teenagers will grow out of it. Their hormones are raging during those years, and parents need to be there to guide them and let them know that what you're going through is through a phase. It's okay. We're going to get through it, not by pushing transitioning of them to the opposite sex. That's absurd. I don't understand what is happening to this society. Like they push this ideology to these children when it is not necessary, and it is damaging these children more and more every day. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Thank you so much for visiting my little corner of the internet. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and share it out there and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!